Okay, in case like if you cannot remember the previous stuff, I would like to remember you again. So we have already discussed about two control structures, sequence and selection. So sequence means where the instructions are executed one after another. Instructions are executed in order, one after another. එකකට පස්සේ එකක් instructions execute වෙනවා නම් we call that. So when instructions are executed one after another, we call that control structure as sequence. The second control structure is selection. So in the selection control structure, basically the instructions are executed according to a given condition. So let's say you are in a junction, so where you need to turn right or left. So based on a certain condition, you have to decide either to turn right or left. Based on a certain condition, you have to decide either to turn right or either to turn left. So that you have to decide. So that is called selection. In selection, in Python, we are using if, else, elif, if, else basically, and elif if in case of more conditions, we can use elif as well. So that is what we use in Python. And the third control structure, one of the most popular one in programming, is repetition, where you need to execute the instructions again and again based on a condition. So you can say here the condition symbol. So similar to the if else symbol, the condition symbol is there. But the thing is, this condition symbol, you can see it's having two options. You can either go this side and go this side. So that is also similar to the selection. Selection again, diamond ekak tibba, yes side, and also you had two sides. So in repetition also you had the diamond, you have the diamond here. So then the left side and right side, you have two sides. That is also there. But there is a special thing in the repetition, that is in this data flow, you can see it's going down and doing something, one input, I would say it's one output, and then some process, and again come back to the beginning and join from the top. That means you can see the arrows are forming a cycle. Arrows are creating, or arrows are forming a cycle. We call that a repetition. That is the difference. So here also, so then you might wonder, so we had same cycle here also. Here also there's a cycle. No, that is not a cycle. The reason is, you can see the arrows are pointing to this, but no way to go up. When arrows are coming this direction, again, no way to go up. Arrows are joining, but it's not forming a cycle. Here, these arrows come in this end and going down, but no way to, and going here also, but no way to go up. So this is not a cycle. So this is just selection, but in the other case, you can see this is forming a cycle. So you can see it's going up. It's going here, going here, going here, going here, going here, going here, and here. It's forming a cycle. It's forming a cycle. So when there is a cycle, we call that a repetition. So that is the difference of the third control structure. Repetition is forming a cycle, and there are few ways of writing the repetition statement in Python. So one method is using while loop, and the second method is using for loop. I think if you have not written this note before, except the Sinhala one, you can write down the English note. It's about repetition or iteration. Then just give an example, and this flow chart is showing the example. See, start z equal to, then 2 less than 10 years, 2 less than 10 years, come in here and display 2. Then 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2 is 4. Again check in, 4 less than 10 years, display in 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 less than or equal to 10, display 6, add 2, 8. 8 is less than or equal to 10 years, display 8, add 2. Then what is here? Then display 8, add 2. And then it's going up again. And 10. 10 is not less than but equal to, so therefore it's printing 10 and adding 2. Now it is 12. 12 is not less than or not even equal, so it's going to the no side and stop. So this will print even numbers from 2 to 10. You can say 1 to 10 even, 2 to 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These are the even numbers printed. And when you end, so this kind of question can be asked in the examination. So even though this is printing 2 to 10, in the examination, they can ask, what is the last value of C? Okay, bit tricky question. So what is the last value of C? When you terminate the program, so what is the last value of C? Imesh? 10. 10 or 12? So here display 10, 10 less than or equal to 10, 10 less than it equal when a hinda, it will print 10 and add 2. Now 12, no, 12 less than 10. 12 less than 10, no, 12 is not less than or equal to 10, then terminate. At the termination time, the value of C is 12. So that is the tricky question that can come in the examination. Image, can you understand me? Senali? It's 12, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's 12. So how it's 12? Because 10 will be displayed. What is the last value which is going to display? It is 10. එහෙම හුව 10. හරි අන්තිමට display වෙන value එක 10. That is correct. But what is the last value of C? ඒක 12. Display වෙන අන්තිම value එක 10 තමයි. හැබැයි 10 display වෙලා දෙකක් add වෙනවා. එතකොට 12. 12 වෙද්දි තමයි terminate වෙන්නේ. එතකොට last value of C කියලා හුවොත් 12. Last value which will be displayed is 10. So understand these tricky questions carefully. Okay, now we can write down this. Okay. Please write down this and draw the flow chart. Then I'll explain the other part, right? Then I'll explain the So these are just pseudocodes. Why I'm telling like that? Pseudocode means not actually working. So, but the programming codes will be similar to this, right? Similar to this, not the same, but it will look like the same. So you have while loop, you have for loop, but repeat until actually you have to create that explicitly. So let's create these loops now, step by step, and I want you all to do with this with me. If you have mobile phone with PyDroid, you can type the code in PyDroid. If you don't have mobile phone, but if you have a computer or laptop, you can type there in the IDLE. But before that, take a new file. Take a new file, new file. And first of all, I would like to write the first one. I would like to convert the first the first pseudocode. So C equal to, I can write the same, C equal to, then while is the condition. So because we are not using if, since this is a repetition, right? Even though the symbol looks like if, symbol looks like condition in the flow chart, we cannot use if since it is not having an operator to go up. Then මෙතන තියෙන symbol දෙකම සමානයිනේ. එතකොට මේ හරිය අපිට ආවෙත් here you see, you can see this was like diamond එක ආවේ if එකට. ඒතර ඒ symbol එකම තමයි. හැබැයි මෙතන if එක දාලා අපිට උඩට යන්න විදිහක් නැහැ. ඒ හින්දා තමයි while කියන විශේෂ වචනේ තියෙන්නේ. So while is basically, it indicates the continuity. So while what? You can say while C less than or equal to 10. So up to this, you have to do. Okay, then you have to say display. You don't have display in Python or print. You can say print C. Just print in C. Okay, so what if you have only this? Sometimes I have seen the 2020 or 19 paper, there was a question like this. Actually, they were asking an answer for a given flow chart like this. What happened if you miss C equals C plus 2? Yes. What happened if you miss C equals C plus 2? Will it work If so, what will be the result? Yes? Imesh? Senali, can you tell?
It will print 2.
Yes, it will print 2. How many times? It will print 2, I agree. So that will be the result. It will print 2. Okay. How many times? 10 times?
More than 10 times.
Yes, more than 10 times. It will continue because C is 2, no? C is 2, print 2. 2 less than 10, print 2. Again, 2 less than 10, print 2. 2 less than 10, print 2. So this is called endless loop. It will never end. It will never come to end. So when I run this, you can see. Let me execute LagJAN first. And example. I'm running it and you can see it's continuously printing 2, never ending, because no way to reach this condition. You have to think about this. This was given in the examination. So tricky. This was given in the examination. No way to finish that. So you have to say C equals C plus 2. Then only C will increment. C will be increased little by little. It will be increased to 4, 8, 4, 8, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. But when it becomes 12, you're asking only to repeat if C is less than or equal to 10. So when it is 12, it will be terminated. So when I run this, when I run this module again, you can see it's printing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so let's do something like this. And let's say you have printed after the loop again past, you are printing C. Now what will be the result? So all possibilities you have to try, right? The examination question එකකට දැන් අපි ready වෙනවා කියන්නේ අපි හැම possibility එකක්ම try කරන්න ඕන. වරද්දලත් බලන්න ඕන, නැතුවත් බලන්න ඕන, දාලත් බලන්න ඕන. වෙනස් තැන් වලට දාලා බලන්නත් ඕන. Now what will be the result? Yes. Image, try to answer. I couldn't hear from you for a long time. ගිය අවුරුද්දේ කතා කරලා පස්සේ ඔයා කතා කරලා නැහැ. තාම මම හිතන්නේ. Mesh, yes. What will be printed? Hello? Okay, Senali, yes. What will be printed?
4.
Huh? 4.
Yes.
No, this one will normally happen, right? So forget about this. If this is not there, so it will normally go to the end. Up to 10, it will be printed. This is after the for loop. No? After the for loop, I'm asking to print. So what will be printed? 12. It's 12, right?
Yes.
This loop is continuing. This loop is continuing up to 2, up to 10. 10 වලට පස්සේ දෙකක් එකතු වුණාම 12. So 12 will be printed. So that's what I asked that previously. I asked whether in the examination, if they ask what will be the value of last value of C, it's 12, right?
Yes.
මොකද 10ට එනකන් print වෙනවා. 10ට එනකන් print වෙලා එළියට ආවට පස්සේ තමයි 10ටත් දෙකක් එකතු වෙලා මෙතන 10 එනකන් print වෙලා 10ටත් දෙකක් එකතු වෙනකන් යනවා. ඒතර 12යි. Then print කරන්නේ කොහොමද? Okay, what happen if I put something here like this? I'm making indent කරන්නේ. I'm going to remove the indent. Then what will happen? So these are possibilities in the examination. They can change the question and ask like, you can see it will not be executed since like this is not. So This line will not be executed because nothing belongs to while. Okay, while වලට අපි එකක් දාමුකෝ මෙහෙම කරමු. Let's put c equals c plus 2 to the while and then print it. Now what will happen? It will print. Here you can see it will print what? 12. It will print 12 because this will be executed but nothing will be printed. And after that you ask him to print, so it will be printed. So be careful with these statements. So if you swap the statement, what will happen? If you swap the statement, what will happen? Okay, so next, if you swap the statement, yes, tell me. මේ දෙක මාරු කරනවා c equals c plus 2 print c. Now what will happen?
So which one?
c equals c plus 2 then print in c. දැන් කලින් තිබ්බේ මෙහෙමනේ කලින් තිබ්බේ print එක කලින්. මෙහෙමනේ තිබ්බේ print in then increment in. මම මේක change කරනවා increment in then print in.
එතකොට 2 4 6 8 and 10.
2 4 6 8 10.
Yes.
Will it start from 2? හිතලා කියන්න ඕන ඔය parts තමයි මට පේන්නේ ඔයාලට පැටලිලා තියෙන්නේ. මේක තව ගොඩාක් practice කරන්න පුතේ. You have to practice this lot, right? මම මේ අහන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ව අමාරුයි දාන්නේ මට ඕන ඔයගොල්ලන් හැම පැත්තෙම තේරුණාද කියලා බලන්න. දැන් c equal 2 නේ. පටන් ගන්නකොට c equal 2. ඒතර while c less than 10 නේ. එකේ line එක හිතන්න. c less than 10. Yes, 2 is less than 10. Then 2 plus 2 is 4. Then print in 4. ඒතර 4 තමයි ඉස්සෙල්ලාම printed. 2 will not be printed, right? Understood?
Yes.
එහෙනම් carefully එක පාට උත්තර දෙන්න එපා. හිතලා බලලා කියන්න. 4 will be printed. Last element, what will be the last element?
12.
10 or 12?
12.
12, yes. 12, correct. 12. 4 to 12. දැක්කද statement දෙකේ තැන් දෙක මාරුණා. ඉතින් exam එකේ මෙහෙම පටලවන්න පුළුවන් නේද? In the exam they can do that. Because examination like these examiners, they want to make it difficult no? Anyhow. So they can change the lines. You can බලපු බැලමට පේන්නේ this will print even numbers from 2 to 10. නෑ එහෙම නෙමෙයි වෙන්නේ දැක්කද? So if you change the statement, it will print even numbers from 4 to 12. Right? Be careful with the examination board, right? They can be tricky. That's why I'm telling all the possibilities. Ehinda line එක හිතන්න starting from 2 less than 10, 2 plus 2 is 4, print in 4, අන්තිමට 10 නේ මෙතන එන්නේ. 10 less than or equal to 10, yes, 10 equal to 10, 10 plus 2 is 12, 12 is printed, so then ended. So even you change the statements in the line name හරියට තියනවද කියලා බලන්න ඕන line order එක. මොකද ඔයගලන්ට දෙන්නේ මේවා උත්තර විදියට. ඒතකොට උත්තර පහක් විතර තියෙනවා. හතරක් හෝ පහක් තියෙනවා. මේ උත්තර පහම ඔයාලා ඒතකොට කෝඩ් පහම එක්සිකියුට් කරන්න ඕනේ එක MCQ එකක් හොයන්න සමහර වෙලාවට. Right? You have to read the code. Code reading skill is needed for A levels, right? Code reading skill is needed for A levels. Okay, now you know how to do that, and this is the result. So even though it was only one question, so what I wanted to tell you, like it's one question, but it can be used many ways, right? Okay, so that's it. And okay, the next one. So while is like this, the next one, let's try for 4. 4 is easy. Believe me, trust me, 4 is easy, very easy, right? So let me paint empty line. Just paint in empty line and paint in follow. Below one, actually, the above one, I have to paint in while loop, right? Okay, let's say what's going to happen in the for loop. For loop is easy. I can say for I have to give a variable similar to the previous one. Let's give C again. No need to give C. You can give any kind of variable, valid variable. Even you can say hello. It's a valid variable. You can say number. It's a valid variable. Right? For number in range. Then you have to tell the starting point, stopping point. Let's say stopping point is 11. And then stepping point. Right? Starting, stopping, stepping. So see how easy that is. You have to tell the start from 2. Stop. When you reach 11, you stop. Start, stop, step 2 by 2. Then you can say print. Oh, sorry. Print the number. So see this is very easy. When you execute this, okay, it's printing for loop 2 to 10. It's very easy. For loop 2 to 10. That is the second method. Start, stop, step. Right? For loop, I'll explain some another usages also there in for loop. So without giving steps, you can run a for loop. Without even giving the start, you can run a for loop. So these are some other examples. Let's say I'm commenting other examples. Let's print. Other examples, I can say for x in range. For x in range, then I can say 10. Print x. You cannot see any start, stop, step, but this is another example of for loop. It's printing 0 to 9. It's automatically going up to 10. 0 to 9 automatically going. So I'm just printing this horizontally and with space, then printing horizontally or end with space. How to print you can see 0 to 9. And so some other example, another one. You can say x in range, you can say the starting point and end it. Then it will be printing another example, need to go to the next line, right? N is for new line. It's easy way of adding a new line. Another example. You can see it's also printing 1 to 9. Previous one 0 to 9. The second one 1 to 9. Without any stepping also it can. Okay, that's it. And I think you can write down both. And the last one I'll give you, right, separately. But for these examples, please write down these examples with the related results quickly. So I hope you are doing coding with me, right? So I recommend you to do the coding in the class itself, because then no need to worry. So you can understand this one like one time. So without much effort, you can understand it just within one time. So no need to worry when you have the examination. You can remember, because you can always practice these things by changing the line, changing the different instructions, places, and maybe the ranges, starting, stopping points, variables. You can try, do experiments. So that is what needed. So do experiments, and that is what needed. Let's try for the last one, but you don't have something called repeat until loop. So you can use while loop with small modification. You can say, just you can start while without telling anything. You can say while true. While true means it's always true. while true. Another way of telling this is while 1. 1 is another option, while 1. So it's always true logic. Then you can start. What to do? You can print. Well, let's have a variable. Let's say you have a variable c equals, let's take same 2. C equal to, this is, you can say rather than do while, this is print true do while. Actual original name is a do while, but actually what is happening is a true while, right? Not do while, it's true while. So, but actual name given in the programming for this loop is do while, or the repeat until, or do while. So condition comes later. So true, start from 2. Okay, start from 2, print C. So it will print C, and then you can say what to do next. C equals C plus 2. Okay, that is to do next. Okay, next the condition comes. You can say if C less than or equal to 10. So that is the condition. Then only you need to do this. Or you can say if this is C is greater than 10, C is greater than 10, you can say break, go out, finish it. Well, let's run this. Okay, you can see the results, the last one, the true while 2 to 10. You are checking the condition last. And when the condition met, so while C greater than, so while until this happen, repeat until. Repeat this. Start repeating. This is like jumping into the river and then swim. එකක් තමයි අනිත් හැම එකකදීම කලින් බැලුවා පීනන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා තමයි ගඟට පැන්නේ. මේක එහෙම නැහැ. මේක ගඟට පැනලා පීනන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා බලනවා වගේ. Because this is needed. Sometimes you need to take fast decisions, right? සමහර වෙලාවට ඔයගලන්ට ඉක්මනට තීරණ ගන්න වෙනවා. ටිකක් වේගෙන් වැඩ කරන්න වෙනවා. ඉතින් ඉක්මනට තීරණ ගන්න වෙද්දී ඉස්සෙල්ලා මේක කරලා පටන් ගන්න. අපි හිතමු මේ ෆයිල් එකක් ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කරන්න. ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් එක ඉමීඩියට්ලි පටන් ගන්න. ෆයිල් එකක් ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කරන්න ඕන, ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් එක ඉමීඩියට්ලි පටන් ගන්නවා. පටන් අරගෙන බලනවා ඩේටා තියෙනවද? ඩේටා තියෙනවා නම් දිගටම යනවා. ඩේටා නැද්ද නවතිනවා. ඩේටා නැද්ද නවතිනවා. මේ වගේ එකක් මේක. You start the download immediately. When data limit is over, stop it. You start it immediately, but later. Otherwise, so when you click on download, you will check there whether you have enough data, whether you have enough data connection with the provider. Then start download. It will take a lot of time to check in. එහෙම ඉන්නේ නැහැ. ටක් ගාලා download කරන්න පටන් ගන්නවා, data නැත්තම් නවතිනවා. So simple as that. So that is the true while loop. Same loop you can write using while 1, right? Same thing. While 1 දැම්මත් ඔකම තමයි. Instead of while 2, you can use while 1. Here, you can see both are working same way. So shall we write down the results with the coding, please? Quickly do this. You need to write down this now. So here you can see, draw a flowchart, write pseudocode to print odd numbers from 1 to 10. Also to print square numbers from 1 to 100 and the triangular numbers from 1 to 100. Right? You have one example given in this flowchart. Right? So one example, that is odd number example. Odd number, you can change small thing. No? Even numbers starting from number 2 and add 2 by 2. Starting from 2 at 2 by 2, it's going 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Starting from 2 at 2 by 2, දෙකෙන් පටන් ගෙන දෙක ගාන එකතු කරන් ගියා නම් 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. කොහොම එනවා. Then, so if you start from 1 and at 2 by 2, then it's 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Right? So if you start from 1 at 2 by 2, එකෙන් පටන් ගෙන දෙක ගාන ගියා නම් 1, 2, 3, 2, 5, එහෙම දෙක ඉස්සරහට යන්න පුළුවන්. 1, 3, 5, 9. That is odd numbers. That is easy. Okay, the difficult part is square numbers and the triangular. That is also not difficult. Okay, shall we try this one? I'll give you 10 minutes. So quickly give a try. Then I'll explain you the, I think within 5 minutes even you can do that. Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes. Try to solve these questions, write the question and answer all the answer for all 3 questions quickly. And send me the result to either chat. You can send the code to chat. That is the easiest way. Send the code to chat. Or you can share the screen, or even if you're doing this in Python, you can share the screen. First of all, please draw the flow charts, right? After that, you can write the Python codes. First of all, draw the flow charts. Let's run this. If you print this, run this code, it will print up to 10,000. C equal x equal 1 while x while do එකක් නම් ඕනේ. You can just say do float pseudocode එකේ ඕන display x එකට අපි දාමුකෝ print කියලා. Pseudocode එක නෙවලා තියෙන්නේ නේද? Then this one C++. Okay, if you run this, x is calculated. No, it's okay, no issue. Yeah. 2 times 1 will be printed. So 1 into 1 is 1. Print x, no. So I think print x should come here, right? So my idea, just after getting the power only, the printing should happen. So just my idea, don't know. Yes, then yes. That will give you the answers, correct. And there is easy method. So I thought that you will capture that. You can say, let's say num equal 1, while you can say num less than or equal to 10. You can print num multiplied by num, and then you can say num equal num plus 1, right? That is easy, I think, to print the square numbers. Check that answer also. You start from 1 to 10, you are printing num equal num. So it's printing here 1 to 100. So that is also easy way of doing that. Okay, let's write down this. What about the triangular numbers then? Triangular numbers. This is what you suggested. That is also correct. This is what I suggested. That is easy. Triangular numbers. Triangular numbers, you can say Pn equal, the first triangular number is 1. The next triangular number is 1 plus 2. Next triangular number is that plus 3. Keep adding the value. So I can say counter equal, say 1. Then you can say while triangular number is less than or equal to 100. You have to do that. What you have to do? Under this, what you have to do? You can say print the first triangular number. The next triangular number is the current triangular number plus the value of C. Actually, C should be C plus 1. So then what will happen? You know how triangular numbers are generated, right? The first triangular number is this. Second triangular number 2 plus third triangular number 3 plus this. Fourth triangular number 4 plus this. Fifth one 5 plus this. Likewise, keep adding 1. You can see it looks like a triangle. That's why it's called triangular number. So let's run this. And then you can see printing from 1 to 91. Okay, so these are the Python codes. This is, you can say, method number 1. This is method 2. This is triangular numbers method 1. You can, there are multiple methods to do that. So let me show the flow charts also. This is the first flow chart and this is the flow chart for square numbers. And while writing the flow chart, you can write the code. While drawing the flow chart, you can write the code. This is for the square numbers. So maybe, so it's more, it can be like, you might feel that I'm not doing much today and I'm giving more chances to you to experiment and write. Yes, I'm doing so, but nothing to complain on that, because Python, you have to practice, you have to think, your brain should go. Okay, here I have given some another examples to you to try, but so I'll give this as a homework. So therefore, please write down. I'll show one step only. One part I'll show, right? I'll show small one. Let's say I'm using, okay, I'm using for loop, 4K in range. So let's use 1 to 6. 1 to 6. Or you can directly say K in range 5. Doesn't matter. So it will go 0 to 4. Then print. What I'm going to print asterisk character. And I'm going to multiply that asterisk character by K. The first time 0, second time, so it's going to keep on multiplying, and ultimately what will happen when you run this, it's printing here 1 asterisk, 2 asterisk, 3 and 4. I have to start from 1, sorry. I have to start from 1 and go up to 6. Otherwise, the first asterisk will be 0. When you multiply it by 0, 0 asterisk will be printed. Asterisk for multiplication also, right? This asterisk for printing. පළවෙනි asterisk එක quotation ඇතුළේ තියෙන එක printing වලට. දෙවෙනි asterisk එක එළියේ තියෙන එක වැඩි කිරීම. String multiplication is possible. Okay. Then you can see it's printing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is එක මගේ ගානේ, right? This is just my demonstration, and you have to do that. But the next one, you have to do it now. The asterisk printing part you can try at home. Please write down this. Please write down and draw this and try this at home. I'll ask next day. But this one, these two patterns, you have to start doing now. These two patterns you have to start doing now. Okay, let's start. Please understand how this is generated, right? So the first number, actually, here you can see number 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. Keep on adding the previous two numbers, and that is how this is generated. This series is called Fibonacci series. It's adding the previous first two numbers, next two numbers, next two numbers. 13 plus 8 is 21. 21 plus 13 is 34. 34 plus 21 is 55. Here, the next one is factorial. Factorial is a mathematical thing. The factorial of a factorial 4 is created using 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Factorial 6 is created using 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. And this is factorial 1, 1. 1 into 2 is 2. That into 3 is 6. That into 4 is 24. That into 5 is 120. 120 into 6 is 720. This is easy. Okay, try to print these two patterns using Python or flowchart or pseudocode, anything. I'll give you 2 minutes. Then next 2 minutes, I'll explain the answer. I'll give you 2 minutes. Try to find the answers as soon as possible. Right. Okay, let's do that quickly. So logically, you can say this, let's say factorial 1 is 1 and factorial 2 is also 1. And you can say factorial next is factorial, sorry, Fibonacci, right? Fibonacci this, then you can tell this. Give me a second. Fibonacci 1 plus Fibonacci 2. Then you can print the Fibonacci. And how many times do you need to do? Let's say, let's do this for 10 times. Let's do this for 10 times. For K in range 10. After printing this, what you can do? After printing this, you can do small thing. You can say Fib1 equal Fib2 and Fib2 equal Fib next. Just swap it. Fib1 equal Fib2 and Fib2 equal Fib next. So let's keep running this. Let's run this quickly. It's print. Oh, Fib next not defined. You have to first print this, right? Print Fib1 and print Fib2 and then Fib next.
So Fib1 should be 0.
Let's keep it 0 at the initial level. Let's run this again. Again, Fib next, right? Sorry, my mistake. This is also Fib next. Let's run again. Here you can see 1 1 3 2 1 1 2 3 5. Make 55 නැවතුණා නම් ඇති, but I just did it up to 110 times. Actually 2 are there, දැනටම දෙකක් තියෙන හින්දා you can write 8 there, right? Okay, please write down this and try factorial along as a homework, right? Please try factorial along as a homework, because we have already discussed a lot of things related to repetition. Now you have 2 homeworks, asterisk example and factorial example. So both I'll discuss in next day. Please take a screenshot of this or just give a try. Write all the codes, please execute and see the results. So practicing is needed in this lesson. Continuous practicing is expected. Therefore, please complete that. Okay, I'll stop with this then. Good night. See you all next week.
Thank you, sir.